Away and running. Good speed from Finicky today, all the way. Pops with plenty of dash, and Drinking and Dreaming is now right there, driving to take over the early lead. Free Drop Bach came away in that fourth place position and is right there in a position to challenge. And Eddie Felson chases the speed past the 4.5. Dubai Fire tries to pass that rival, and Armed and Ready has to come with a big close, and 3.5 furlongs to do it in. So Finicky leads the charge and shows the way by an expanding length and a quarter. Drinking and Dreaming continues to stay at the rail to no avail. Dubai Fire now picks up positive momentum, and all the ways in the thick of it too. The wide runners, Free Drop Box, second last Eddie Felson, and Armed and Ready dead last at the quarter pole, where Finicky continues to lead the charge as they swing off the turn, and Finicky has opened up a daylight lead. All the way scampers up the fence to claim second, trying to hold on to a minor share is Dubai Fire. Late on the scene is Armed and Ready. Deep on the track is Eddie Felson, who might get second, but no doubt about the winner here. Finicky was much the best. Finicky has won it. Close for second between Eddie Felson and Dubai Fire. That's a place photo. Away and running. Drifting out but breaking well was Lunita in the center of the pack. Bodacious Bren is right there too, engaging that fight for the front. And Ruby Dooby Doo came away a joint third. Gwinnett to take that position away, and Expect a Circus now lands fourth, as Ruby Dooby Doo's been relegated to the back of the pack. 4.5 furlongs to go, and Lunita is nice and relaxed in top frame today and shows the way by almost a length and a half. Bodacious Ben is now a patiently ridden second and getting closer to, and Gwinnett is tacking on to the both of them. Ruby Dooby Doo is a ground saving fourth, and nothing from Expect a Circus today. This field is stretched out all over the place at the 5/16 pole. Lunita coming back to the face of the field, and Bodacious Bren is breathing down her neck in second, and Gwinnett comes under a heavy drive with that neck out, not responding as they turn for home. Lunita finds a second win and has kicked away from the opposition. Bodacious Bren loomed and tries to have another fight in her, and Gwinnett is no better than third at the 16th pole. Lunita's on top. Lunita popped and didn't stop. Lunita has won it at odds on. Over Bodacious Bren, Gwinnett, Ruby Dooby Doo. Away and running. Good speed today from Ariana's Pearl. Deep on the course is Iron Pyrite, and there goes the outside speed of Arch Street. So now Arch Street beats the other four ladies to the first furlong marker and shows the way by a length and a half. Contessa's Song rides the rail in a distant second, and Iron Pyrite is deep a joint third with Ariana's Pearl, and last of all is Rogue River. Down to the four they go, and Arch Street struts her stuff to a 4-length lead, but Contessa's Song is right there on hold and is getting closer with big long strides. Ariana's Pearl stays at the rail. Second last is Iron Pyrite, and Rogue River continues to bring up the rear. Around the bend of the 5/16, Arch Street now has a fight on her hands, and Contessa's Song goes up and past. As they pass the quarter pole, Contessa's Song kicks for the money. Arch Street is right there riding that rail, but all the momentum goes to Contessa's Song as they spin in, and Contessa's Song has fled the scene. Arch Street is trying to hold on to second, and Ariana's Pearl fights on for the minors, but at the 16th pole, Contessa's Song stalked, pounced, and rolled away from the opposition to win. Ariana's Pearl got up for second, and Arch Street faded to third. Away and running. Castillo was slow to go, showing off that speed per the usual is above the limit and has a nice and handy lead. Court Pearl came away in second, and the rail belongs to Prove My Love. Baby Steps is on hold, passing the half-mile pole in front of Lady Seta, and Castillo is a distant last with 3.5 furlongs to go, so above the limit, trying to stick and stay around the far turn run with 3 furlongs to go. Has built up a 4-length lead, but Prove My Love is on the hunt, and so is Court Pearl. A gap of 3 back to Lady Seta, Baby Steps, and losing contact with the field is Castillo today. Around the bend, they homeward bound, above the limit, push is coming to shove. Here comes the late strides of Prove My Love, deep on the course is Court Pearl, looking for the out is Lady Seta, Baby Steps is rolling now. It's still above the limit, holding on to a 1-length lead. Prove My Love loomed and flattened out, but they couldn't beat what they could not catch. Above the limit has won it. Over Baby Steps, Prove My Love, and Lady Seta. Away and running. Taking a bad dip at the start was Mystic Malibu. Jockey just fell off the 2. Penny Polka, the 2 is out of the race. Two a set is the first one to lead, and it's a nice and easy lead at that. Tipsy Girl came away in second in front of Jess's Gypsy Girl, and last of all is Mystic Malibu as the 2 Penny Polka unseated the jockey leaving the chute. The race past the 4.5, and Two a set makes play, shows the way by only a length and a half as Tipsy Girl is on the prowl in second, and Jesse's Gypsy Girl right there in the thick of it too, and a distant last is Mystic Malibu last of the 4. They swing the side, Two a set on cruise control right now, leads by 1. Now Tipsy Girl tries to bridge that divide in second. These are the 2 principals. Jess's Gypsy Girl's a distant third, and Mystic Malibu has tailed off. Inside the quarter pole, Two a set continues the lead. Tipsy Girl is breathing down that rival's neck, but Two a set now finds a second win and has kicked away inside the final furlong pole, leads by 1. Tipsy Girl continues to grind away, but drifting out badly at the 16th pole. At 2-1, Two a set is clear, and Two a set has won over Tipsy Girl, and then came Jess's Gypsy Girl. Away and running. Great speed today from Oya, who breaks right on cue. Willie Dees is also pushing the pace right along, and Devine Flameaway came away under a snug hold in third. Beyond Reproach tries to pass that rival in front of Derbyness, drilling for gold, and Favorite Haunt is last of all, and going very wide was one of the fancier rivals. Drilling for gold bolted almost around the first turn. So as they settle, Willie Dees makes play, shows the way past the 5.5 with a cozy lead. Oya tracks the pace from second, and Beyond Reproach is right there in a position to challenge 2. Derbyness probes up the rail to be in that 4th place position. Drilling for gold at 8-5, erratic around the first turn is now a settled 5th. Define Flameaway's in front of 1, and Favorite Haunt still brings up the rear with 4 furlongs to go. So Willie D has the pace in its hands, and Willie Dees leads the way by 2. Derbyness injects more speed now and is on a good hold as they navigate the far turn run. And Oya's right there, but starts to drop away silently in third and needs to re-rally. Up the fence, Beyond then drilling for gold. Wide on the track is Devine, Flameaway, and favorite Huntsman last of all. Passing the quarter pole, Willie D's continues the lead. Derbiness continues the chase. Going wide is Oya, and they turn into the stretch, and Derbiness tries to take the lead away from a stubborn Willie D's today, and these two go toe-to-toe inside the final furlong. Willie D's finding a bit more. Derbiness is game as they come, but Willie D's is kicked away when it mattered the most, and Willie D's has won it. Derbiness was second, finishing third was Oya, and Devine Flameaway was fourth. Away and running. Good outside speed today for Fast Breakin' Cash has an isolated lead. Poulterer shares second with My Man Vito, and Tiger Moon is last of the four. So Fast Breakin' Cash from that outside barrier gets over to the inside to save a lot of ground, taps on the brakes, and Poulterer says nope and starts to get a little closer to that slow pace. And My Man Vito has no excuses today, has a ground-saving trip in third, and only 2 lengths off the lead is Tiger Moon. It's a close-knit affair as they leave the first turn passing the 6, and Fast Breakin' Cash is nice and relaxed, going as smooth as silk in the 7th of the day, and shows the way 3/4 of a length. Poulterer is hot on the chase in second, but hasn't been asked yet, and right behind the both of them is My Man Vito, and still at the back of the pack 3 lengths down is Tiger Moon. They have 4.5 furlongs to go. Fast Breakin' Cash is the leader, but is now bracketed by every side. Poulterer starts to raise the stakes, and here's My Man Vito with a dream trip but could not get through, and Tiger Moon gets the button push, and Nick Juarez sends this one 3 deep. 3/8 of a mile to go, and here comes Tiger Moon, and Tiger Moon swoops past the field at the 5/16. Fast Breakin' Cash tries to counter. Poulterer's right there, and last of all is My Man Vito, but they turn to the top of the stretch, and Tiger Moon is trying to make short work of the opposition and is long gone in the stretch drive. Poulterer has no more to give. Fast Breakin' Cash puts the cue in the rack, and My Man Vito is closing in for a top 3 placement, but it's over up top at 6-5. Tiger Moon. This was just a walk in the park on a sultry day in the first state. Poulterer was second, My Man Vito was third, and Fast Breakin' Cash was fourth. Away and running. Tap for early speed is Roaring River today. Molina's Dream is also right there but on hold. And Night Ops came away against the fence, currently at 1-9. Second last is Lifespan, and My Friend Linus is last of all. Past the 7.5 they go. Roaring River is the speed today. The lead's only 1, and the pace is very slow too. Molina's Dream to the outside has a nose in front of Night Ops, who rides that rail, and Lifespan is also on hold in that 4th place position past the 6.5. And My Friend Linus is content to trail 6 lengths, which covered a lot. Leaving the first turn behind, Roaring River gets to dictate the pace today that leads down to 3/4 of a length, and Molina's Dream is right there shadowing the speed in second. Lifespan is starting to inject more pace and now grabs second, and Night Ops is right there with all that overwhelming public support. And still last of all is My Friend Linus. Down to the 4.5 they go. Roaring River continues to carve out the clock. The lead's down to a neck. Lifespan is right there upping the stakes at the half-mile pole. Night Ops is poised to strike whenever Jaime wants. And Melina's Dream is now dropped away to fourth. And my friend Linus is last of all. But there goes Lifespan, making a break for it at the 3 furlong pole and has opened up a 2-length lead. Up the fence is Roaring River. Night Ops now gets asked the question, 1.5 length late down. And Melina's Dreams in fourth as they turn to the top of the stretch. Lifespan made a bold early move, and Night Ops is taking ground away but needs to pick it up a little better as they turn for home. Lifespan is kicked away to a 1.5 length lead. Night Ops right there struggling to try to get on press inside the final 100 yards. Lifespan leading, push is coming to shove. Night Ops is getting closer. Night Ops is surging past. Night Ops. It took a while, but got up at 1-9 to beat Lifespan, Melina's Dream, Roaring River, and